Hi, how are ya? This is Laurel with the Dabbling Hook. It is January 30th. Can you believe January's almost over? 2023. Just, it boggles the mind. I still remember Y2K. Did I mention that last time? At my previous job, where everyone was panicking about Y2K and, you know, the whole world was going to end and everything was going to go, you know, boom, technology-wise. And now it's 2023. Yeah. Anyway, I'm drinking from my one and only mug, and it says, I speak yarn. Because I do, because I'm looking at the yarn wall. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. It is a bright, cool day. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's chilled, and when I take my sweatshirt off, I'm cold. And right now I'm comfortable, but I'm sure, you know, the hot flash will pay a visit, so be forewarned. But it looks lovely. I haven't been outside today. It's afternoon, and I haven't been outside, and I don't plan on it because it's one of those days. So, well, before I go on my tangent, welcome to all the new subscribers. How are you guys doing? To all you OGs, here's to you. I'm just having some spice something tea with cinnamon infused maple syrup. So anyway, so yeah, welcome. What was I gonna say? You ever have the feeling where you have so much to do that you get overwhelmed? That's me. There's so many different things that need to get done that it's just all my brain is doing is just thinking about all the things that need to get done and being overwhelmed and just not doing anything. Yeah, and it's starting to show with things piling up everywhere. So, and it's not just yarn related things, it's just life, work, all the things happening all at once that all need to get done that I just can't seem to prioritize. So my brain, you know, insomniac me never shuts off. So it's just, yeah, basically I'm tired. I'm just really tired. So before I go down that, you know, gloomy rabbit hole, let's get started, shall we? I don't have notes, but I have photos of my Ravelry queue or my Ravelry finished projects, and just my camera roll, just to remember, because I do take pictures, but I haven't even posted. I said I used to post on Instagram. I'm standing today because I've been sitting for so long that I'm starting to feel extra sluggish. So I used to post daily on Instagram, and I posted 2 days ago, and before that I think it was like 6 days ago. It's just, yeah, nothing's getting done. So this is just an update. It's almost the last day of the month, so I figured I will try my best to do, definitely not going to be once a week, maybe once a month. When I first started doing videos, because I've been on YouTube, you know, with Z, hey Z, forever. We're the old OGs, as she likes to say. I used to do videos with just showing my finished projects without showing me, because, you know, I'm a shy person. And then actually she got me to doing the you know, seeing my mug. She sent me something and she wanted me to do a video, and that's how it started. What is it, 5 years ago maybe? Has it been that long? But yeah, I've been on YouTube for a long time. The Minions and I used to do these little reviews of these snack packs. I think I have those marked as private now, because maybe I should put, there was one of them where they started laughing like crazy. Every once in a while I go look at it and just makes me laugh. But when YouTube had changed how things were marked and for kids and the protection and all that, I just, instead of trying to figure it out, I just put them all as private. So who knows? Anyway, way back when I said that I was going to make a video either weekly or bi-weekly or monthly or whenever, and right now I think I'm in the whenever stage. The last couple of years I'm in the whenever stage, so that's where we are. After that long intro, what's going on? I'm gonna try to go FIFO, first, no, LIFO, last in, first out. So the last thing I saw Kim of the Craft, you know, Mad. Hey Kim. She just posted something on Instagram. I think it was recent. Could have been yesterday since I hadn't been on. But a little bit of an ingenious idea for her Make 9. I've never done a Make 9 or been into the Make 9. But she took her amigurumi books, and 9 of them, to make one thing from each one as her Make 9 for the year. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. But then I'm like, oh, I only have 8 of the books. Speaking of, the 8th one, well, the 8th one in my collection, but it's actually the first one that I never had. Hang on. I finally broke down and bought it because I thought I had got them all. At the time, they were just 8. And I realized I didn't. When I was looking for the amigurumi tag, I realized I don't have the first one. So I got the first one. It came on Friday. So I have that. So I have 8. So if I'm going to join her in her Make 9, I'm going to have to go buy a 9th. And because of the amigurumi book tag, I have a bunch of books in my Amazon wish list, and I had ordered this one because I wanted to complete at least the 8, to have the 8. 9 and 10 are out there as well, but I had ordered, or was going to order, a couple more books, and then I had to pull back and go, you know what, no, I have 20 plus books, I barely use them, I don't need to order another book. Having said that, if I want to join Kim on her Make 9, I'm going to have to get book number 9. Or I can just make 2 from one book. Now, since it's the end of January, Kim, when you see this, does it count if I already made this? Because I think this is the only thing I've made from the amigurumi books. And it was because of an order, and I didn't realize it was part of the book, and I bought the individual pattern off Etsy because somebody at work wanted it for his girlfriend, and I bought the pattern and I made it. So does it count since I made this? This was pre-COVID, so does that count as my first Make 9, or do I have to make another one? Anyway, yeah, this one wasn't bad, so maybe I'll redo this one again. So maybe I'll make the item on the cover of each book. No, some of them are involved. Brain. Anyway, so that came. So that's number 1. What else? I'm gonna go in no order. I got stuff here that I'll talk about, but since I was on a shawl kick, I finished a couple of shawls. I have to go get another one. I thought I took it out, but for Setta's calendar cowl, I will put up the picture, inspiration picture, but I figured since I'm on a shawl kick, I'm going to try to do a shawl for each month of the calendar, because she had the hats, she had the cowls, and then I did an amigurumi for last year's. So since I'm on the shawl kick, I'll do shawls, I hope. So I gotta find easy enough, because if it's too involved, then it'll take forever. So I ended up doing the Teal Tenacity shawl from Expression Fiber Arts. Now, the patterns from her, she does not design most of them. She's in collaboration with designers who design for her yarn, and every Friday she puts out, if you sign up for her it just stops. If you sign up for her newsletter, every Friday she sends out an email, the newsletter email, and there are 2 patterns, 1 crochet and 1 knit. 99% of the time it's 2 patterns. There have been times when it's just been, I think, knit. But, and they're free for a week. Or is it 5 days? 5 days to a week, they're free, so you can go download it. You have to create an account on her site, but it's free. And, you know, for the most part, I'd say 50-50. Whenever it comes out, I usually grab whatever the pattern is. I've made at least 3-4 shawls and the ones that I've made before, I've made at least twice. But there are other things. It's not always shawls. It's sweaters. I have a couple of sweaters that I've gotten, hats, mittens. I think right now, I think all for 3 days, and I forget, since she posted it on Friday, it might be today, might be the last day, but she had, I think all her hats and mittens were going to be free to go download. So anyway, 4 setters. So hers obviously is in a teal color yarn, but since I'm doing a calendar cowl, I decided to, well, I used the color from the cowl for the cowl. And last time I had shown that I had bought all the mandala ombre in Felicity, so that's what I ended up using. Whoops. And I don't think I color control, and if I did, it was a small area where I didn't want it to stop, where it was more noticeable, but for the most part I did not color control, and I love it. And I used, did I use 3? 2 or 3? I don't remember, but I ended up putting tassels, because I am team tassel, to use up all the rest of the yarn. So yeah, that's that. And I'm going to pause and get the other shawl that I finished, and I will be right back. Okay, so the next shawl is, like I said, phone notes. It is the Fenna, F-E-N-N-A shawl by Brittany Garber of Not Bad Brit. I bought this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I've meant to make it for the longest time, and since again I'm on the shawl kick, it was a great opportunity to make it and to use up some cakes. My cake shelf has become very gappy right now, so makes me happy, but that itch in me to like fill it up, I'm fighting really bad. I'm really trying. It's not the yarn ban, but just conscious of buying and falling into that clearance and that that clearance and that good sale that you can't pass up. I've been on so many sites in the last couple of weeks, put it in the cart, and then I have to stop myself because I don't need it. I don't have room for it, and I don't need it. But anyway, the joys of a gorgeous sale or a clearance you can't pass up, or just beautiful yarns. I mean, come on. It's such a harmless vice, but for the most part harmless. Not harmless or harmful in that it's taking up room and it's not being used. And although I like to look at it, I want to use it. I just don't have time and sometimes the motivation. So again, I'm on my soapbox. I can't speak today. But anyway, the Fenna Shawl, it was done in she used Malabrigo sock. They also suggest Knit Picks stroll fingering. You know, I wasn't going to do fingering because that would never get done. And yeah, so I bought maybe 2 years ago some Hirschner's Soho Playful yarn. It is a 65-35 acrylic cotton yarn. Now, the funny thing is, I was working on it and I'm like, it's got this fuzzy halo to it. Let's see if it'll, there you go. And I don't know, what do you call it, chainette, or it looks like it's a chainette yarn, but it's very fuzzy, like it's airy almost. But it looks, oops, there you go, hi. It looks like the new yarns by Karen, the cakes, the Blossom Cake and the Cinnamon Swirl. No, it's the Blossom one, I think. It looks exactly like that, but I think the Karen one's all acrylic, and this is a cotton acrylic blend, or maybe it is. But we all know that the yarns are pretty much the same yarns. It's just sold by different different companies. Sometimes they have exclusive colorways, or it's just manufactured in the same place and they just rebrand it, and you know the drill. But I bought this, again, they were having a great sale. And I bought it and it's just been sitting there, so I think I used all my skeins that I had, which was 3. Hold on, I'll tell you. I used 2, 4, 5. I had 5, and I used 5. So there were 2 of 2 colorways and 1 of the other. So I had 2 of this colorway up here. I don't ask me what it was. And then this one with the white, I had 2 of those. And then this one here with the green, I had 1 of those. So this is the Fenna Shawl. It's quite large because I used worsted weight. But now the pattern was, to me, a little, not, I was going to say deceptive. It wasn't deceptive. Just what it looked like looked deceptively easy just from the picture. But when you actually look at when you actually start doing the pattern, there's a section that has, they call it a cluster stitch, and it's a paid for pattern, but so I won't get into too much of it. What would I say about it? I didn't care for it, or I didn't care for how the mixture within the pattern, it gives weight to it, but it's this section here. So you go from, what was it, half double crochets to the little eyelets, and then this, and this is kind of bulky, and it, I don't know if it was just this yarn, which probably contributed to it, but you have to block it to really get it to lay properly. That was my one thing, and I would say 50-50. It was the stitch and the yarn combo that gave it that, what's the word I'm looking for? Characteristic. But all in all, I liked it. I love that I got to use up cakes that have been sitting there for 2 years plus maybe. So again, shawl kick. It's been blocked, it's been tagged, and I'm trying to do that so when I get to craft fair season, I'm not spending the night before or so rushing trying to get everything ready. So it's been price tagged and everything. So 2 more shawls down, and sorry for all the back and forth. I'm standing, so everything's all over the place. So all right, what is next? Let's see, what else did I have? So I needed, one of my goals with knitting is to knit socks. I've tried it twice and I did a super bulky way. I figure if I do it in super bulky, I'll get the hang of the technique. The heel still confounds me, so I still need to practice. But it's doing socks and color work. Color work, because even in crochet, my tension is just so tight. Whenever I change, I automatically try to tighten everything, and I tighten too much, and then by the time I'm done, you can see all the puckers and the imperfections. And everything handmade has a bit of imperfection, which makes it wonderfully handmade, but my color work is just extra not good. So I don't remember where I saw this. I'm pretty sure I either saw it on somebody's video or it came across my feed somehow, but I decided to give it a try. This is the Bricks and Mortar cowl. It is a slip stitch type of color work, which is so much easier than it looks. So much easier. And it gives you like such bang for your buck if you use high contrast colors. So it is, obviously it looks like bricks. Oh, look at that. It looks so good. I love it. It is a great way to use up, if you have that one skein of, you know, gorgeously colored yarn, whether it's the acrylic or a hand dyed or whatever, and you just pair it with a one solid color like a black, which will make it really pop, or this is just some Big Twist Premium, the gray. I forget what it's called, Pigeon or something, but anyway, it's a gray. And then I had One second. I bought this Echo Cozy watercolor from Michaels. It was on sale. It's, come on, look at me. Echo Cozy. It's $9.99. I'm sure when I bought this, when I bought the first one, I have two. I have partially used and I have another one. I bought the first one. It had just come out, I think, and I had a coupon and I had a reward, so it was really cheap. And then they were having another sale, different time, where it was buy one get one half off or something. And did I buy that? And I think there was a particular colorway that was on clearance too that I bought. But anyway, I have two of these. This one is partially used. I have another full skein, and I have two other colorways that I'm going to use hopefully for this. And I have fiber because it's very fuzzy, as you can tell. Hopefully it'll focus. Come on. No. Ugh. One of these days I will get the hang of that. No. Anyway, it's very fuzzy. It is it's 145 yards, 5.3 ounces. It's made from recycled plastic. So, yeah, 100% polyester, recycled polyester. But the color is just a punch of color, which is so me, and I love. There you go. Very fuzzy. So, I wanted to use that. Because it's like roving style and it's so fuzzy, I'm always concerned that whatever you make, it's either going to pill or it's going to attract a lot of stuff that'll stick to it. But I love this. So easy. If you can knit, if you can purl, you can do it in the round. Highly recommend. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I forget, there'll be a link to it, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I am so enamored. This is just a cowl, but I just turned it into hat as well, as you can see. So I figured I have all these one-offs, different yarns that I can try to pair together and use it. So I wanted to try it in solid colors to see what it would like. And FYI, I prefer it with the punch of color. But I did it in the acrylic, or I did it in this, hang on Ian, this is going to be a long rambling video. It's not even prattling, it's just all over the place rambling, but loops and threads, chunky braid. I've had this for quite a while, pre-pandemic. It's gotten pushed back in my cubbies, so it's gotten forgotten. But I have, this is caramel colorway, and it is 100% acrylic. It's like 2-ply, chunky roving style yarn. Hand wash, dry flat, obviously, because you put this in the washing machine, it's just, things are just going to stick to it, and it's just going to go all over the place. But basically, I had this, and I have two of these I had, and I think I have two of the cream, which I used as well. But it's a number 7, definitely number 7 or higher if that's a thing, but it's heavy. It's quite chunky. Do I have it upside down? I can never tell if I have it upside down. But it's nice. I like it, but I definitely prefer the ones that have the contrast color, like the color riots. I mean, come on. Oh, just love it. So this is going to be one of those things that'll be like, you know, for that particular person who just needs to have it, because I don't think that's on every person. Oh, this is where you carry up the yarn. I'm probably not doing it correctly, but it's on the inside. Actually, kind of, because of the it's not even really floats, but the inside looks pretty nice too. But I definitely prefer the ones with the color, and this is quite big. So there's that. What else? So, like I said, I liked it so much that I turned it into a hat because I'm all about the hats. I love this so much. Alright, so this is Knit Picks Mighty Stitch Super Bulky that I've had for a bit. I think I used one skein, yeah. And then the color is, it looks similar to that, but it's not. It is, what did I do with it? It fell. Hold on. Again, I have a lot of loops and threads. Who knew? Because, you know, everything just gets jammed in there, which is another reason I want to not buy and use what I have, because I'm discovering I have things there. This one's actually new. It is Twisted Tones by Loops and Threads. It says new on there. It's new. It's riot of colors. Love it. Again, the person who doesn't like, well, I don't like pink, but my aversion to pink is more that Barbie pink. But hot pink, raspberry, fuchsia, just neon-y pink, that, yeah, I can deal. And this is pinks and purples and grays and I want to say navies, but it's just, it's a riot of color. So that's what's in here. And come in, look at that. Isn't that just love it, love it, love it. So this is 82 yards. It is made from recycled acrylic yarn, 100% pre-consumer acrylic. Recycled pre-consumer acrylic. It calls for a 9mm. I forget what I used. I think I used an 8mm on this. Or was it a 7? Oh, duh, not millimeters, knitted. I did use an 8mm on it. Usually for whatever calls for 9mm knitting, I tend to go to an 8mm. It's my tension or what have you, I don't know. But it looks better to me. But look at that. I think I'm gonna go on a whole slip stitch. I gotta find, I've always wanted to do a Stephen West, one of his shawls, not one of the crazy ones because I know I couldn't do all of that, but I have his bone yarn. I think is free. I've had that on my to-do list, and then I bought another one of his to do, and I was gonna do it last year or something, and of course that never happened. But he has a couple of patterns that uses the slip stitch. I gotta go look to see if I'm brave enough, since I'm on a shawl kick, and I think I need a semi-long-term knitting shawl pattern. I'm either going to start the Sierra Madre or just one of the Boomerang, not the Linus, because we know what the designer wanted you to buy the license just to advertise or to post out there for a free pattern. Come on. Anyway, soapbox. So yeah, that's those two. So I liked it so much that I had there's this, it's not really a pattern, it's just a simple knit beanie that I just threw in random pearls. I call it my random knits and pearls, or my random pearls is what I call it. I don't even have it written down. I just basically, you throw in pearls where you think you want, where you feel like having pearls. So I made a hat out of I think this is called a barley of Thick and Quick, and it was all done, tied up and everything. And then when I was taking a photo, I realized I dropped a stitch, and everything was already woven in and cinched in, and I'm like, oh. So it's been sitting there for like months. I finally ripped it back, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? And I was in the knitting mood, so I had the bar, I think it's called barley, and then I had a skein of, I think it's raspberry, of Thick and Quick. So I made another one. Now you can definitely see the color and everything, but I think you need something variegated to really like pop, you know, to really pop, to show off that color, because this is just, yeah, two different colors, but this, it's got depth and interest and visual texture and all that good stuff. So I love this. I love it, love it, love it. So I So I had a little bit of the yarn left over, so I wanted to use it up. So it was just enough to make, I think, do I have a little bit of this left? I'm not sure. If I do, it's like a tiny bit. But, and this I think is a colorway that, did they discontinue? I definitely got it on clearance on Line Brand when they were having their 10 for 10. So I don't know if it's discontinued, but, ooh, battery's flashing, so I may have to come back. Not may, I will have to come back. But yeah, I had enough just to make a little hat, and I was making the speckled, the little heart speckled hats. I started making that last year, sold a few of them at craft fairs. So I used up the barley and I was running out, so I decided to switch and go the opposite way. So yeah, so it's for like a little kid, a toddler size hat. Love it. Yeah, so I'm into this and definitely this now. So, and my floats aren't too bad on the inside. No. Love, 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 love. And this, you know, if you just Google or on YouTube speckled hearts knit hat or something, you can find that, and it's easier, again, easier than it looks. It's just a matter of managing, ooh, Amazon delivery. It's just a matter of managing your colors. So before this shuts off, I'm gonna come right back. I'm back, and ooh, mailman just came in a completely different truck than they ever come. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Okay, so the other things that I made, quick makes, because I don't have time during the day a lot now. I used to always be crocheting, and now I find that there have been a couple of days where I didn't pick up yarn and hook or yarn and needle at all, and it's blowing my mind, but life. Anyway, so I made another one of these. So I am taking, for my single skeins, I usually get one of my Victrina beanies, especially the solid ones, out of one skein, but I figured, since they didn't do so well last year, and who knows, this coming, you know, fall, they may sell again, but they didn't do so well, so I figured I will try the knit hats, and so I made one of these. This is a pattern by Yay for Yarn, or is it CJ Design? I will try to find which one it is and put it, and it's pretty easy. And hers kind of stops here with the speckles, and then she does a rapid decrease. I do a little more gradual decrease, and I go up a little further with the a couple more rows with this rounds with the speckles. So yep, just another speckle, thick and quick make. I think it takes me like a couple of hours to make one of these. So that was, what is it, burgundy? I don't know what the colors are off the top of my head. And then I decided, these are my two favorite pattern stitches right now, or stitch patterns right now. Why don't I combine them? The little things that's bringing me joy right now. This brick and mortar, this slip stitch pattern. She calls it brick and mortar, but I've seen it in other designs before, other designers. But yeah, so I took the brick and mortar and the speckled hat, and I think this is going to be my featured item, I guess, for the fall coming up. I'm itching to do color combinations, but my thick and quick stash is very the base solid colors. I usually have like the more variegated type colors that they have in there, but I'm completely out of my fringe triangle cowl, which is one of my better sellers as well at the craft fairs. So I got the solid colors because you can get more out of it, because the solid ones have more yardage. So I bought a few colors of that, and I also bought, I don't know if they're getting rid of it or getting rid of certain colors, but Big Twist Natural Blend, which is basically thick and quick. Although some colorways are way stiffer in the Big Twist ones than thick and quick. but they're $3.99. They're usually like $8.99, and they have them for $3.99. So I think they're either getting rid of it or getting rid of colorways. So, FYI. But this is the same colors here, but I use the contrast in there as the main color there, and I am in love. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to try to do this for a cowl as well. Love it. Love it. So those are 2 skeins, and I still have a little ball of each left. 1 second. This much of them left. So I just made a headband out of what was left, and it's probably a toddler size or a small adult, because I do have some adults whose heads are really small, so whoever, I always tell them whoever it fits. But yeah, I just turned it into a headband. I am looking for, I saw one, which it's something I actually already do on my own anyway, but I saw an older tutorial to do the, when you do the stretchy bind offs, they stretch but they flare, and I don't like that look at all. It just makes it look messy. So I was looking for the stretchy bind offs that don't flare, and I found one that's doing something that I did, but I didn't follow. She did one with the yarn over, one without, one with the yarn over, where I used to do a couple, 2 or 3 yarn overs, and then one without a yarn over when I bound off. But she was doing yarn over, no yarn over, yarn over, no yarn over for the bind off. So I'm gonna try that, and it keeps it from flaring. So, but if anyone has any good tutorials where you can do a stretchy bind off that doesn't flare, can't stand that, that would be great. Put it down below. Let's see, what else have I done? I'll put a photo of one of my friends. She wanted to buy my 2-button cowls, which is my friend from high school, and I'm like sure, and I meant to send it to her before the year was over. That never happened. So I finally got it out last week before last. So I just made her a couple of 2-button cowls, so I will put pictures of those. And then I had some yarn that I had started making a 2-button cowl. It's just I use Hometown USA. I think I have both still with the labels, but the grays, it's definitely Hometown USA. That's how it is in my head. When you buy it, make sure you buy enough of the dye lot, because it's definitely one that you can see the difference in the dye lots if they're not the same. So I had 1 full and 2 partial skeins of gray, and you probably can't even tell, but I ended up, I think right here you can tell one's different, but I ended up doing 2 rows of one color, 2 rows of another, 2 rows of another, just to use up the yarn, and that way, yeah, you can definitely see this is lighter, but just so, because it was just partial skeins there, and I just wanted to use it, and I was able to get a full 2-button cowl out of that, as well as I had a little bit remaining, and I had some blue. This is one of the blue, the navy that I use for my friend that I sent. So I used the remaining of the gray and the blue, and I made just a headband. And then I had a little bit of the blue left, and then I had this, a little bit of this left. So I just made a smaller one headband here. So I have a bin that's growing of partial skeins, and either, I think Debbie, the Canadian Crochet, hi, she made a knit scrap beanie a few episodes back. She had shown it, and I've done that before in crochet, but I'm like, ooh, I've never tried that in knit. So I may do that with a lot of the scraps, or I might make it into a basket, crochet basket. Those actually sold at my early fall craft fairs. So I'm gonna find, I have a purple skein, so I'm gonna hold that all through and then just throw in scraps and make a basket out of that. at some point. Let's see. I'll be right back as I see if I'm gonna see if I missed letting you guys know about anything. So I have 2 other things that I'm making. I decided to jump on yet another crochet along. So I'm doing setters, and I'm doing Cam Crafty Nomad, the seasonal. So that's only every quarter, so that's not bad. For that one, I know what I want to make. I've tried it twice before. One I've ripped out. Did I rip it out? The other one I started again with touch of alpaca, but I'm not feeling it. So, and it's just there. Actually, I think it's about 3/4 of the way done. So I need to decide if I want to keep going, and it's going to take me a while to get reacquainted with the pattern, or do I just want to start all over again? But then I want to make it in hand-dyed yarn, so I got to go through my stash to find stuff appropriate for spring. So that's what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I just need to get going so I have time. So that's number 2. And then number 3, I joined Jackie of Crochet ADHD. She has a Shawlalalong, Shawlalalong. This is why I don't sing. True fact, fact is true. True story. When I was younger, back in the Caribbean, I was singing, and I remember my grandfather saying, "Are you singing it or are you speaking it?" That's how bad I am, like tone deaf, can't sing to save my life, so I try not to sing. But it's the Shawlalalong. So I joined that, and I'm actually using her pattern. I bought her pattern. I don't remember the name of it. Down the Prayer? No. Something Prayer? I don't remember. I bought the pattern. I decided, again, this was the same time I bought that Soho Playful from Hirschner. I bought, Anti-Pilling DK. I liked the look of the color, that variegated, heathery, variegated color. It's a number 3, which I know DK, obviously, but it's like a Caron Simply Soft kind of yarn, and it's not really my thing. But I am pushing through, making myself, little focus, there you go. That's that. I have 3 colorways. This one, see the bright pink, the first one was not so bright pink. Probably what's putting me off too, because it's more of a baby pink. Ugh, not my thing. But you can see it's getting a little brighter in the pink. And then the third cake, because for this pattern you just go as, I apologize for ducking in and out. It's just, like I said, no plans. You keep going until it's as big as you want. So the third Anti-Peeling DK Batik, not just DK colors, but Batik, which I guess accounts for the variegatedness of it. Why you never. There you go. I guess I have to get close. And that's the shadow there, so there you go. So this one is more like a really washed out antique-y pink, maybe, or pink hues, but it's grays and whites and stuff. So this will be the last cake that I use, and I am more than halfway through the second cake. And you know, the bigger you get, the less you're gonna get out of the cake. So this is where I am. Like I said, it's because it's DK and it's that Caron Simply Soft texture, which I don't, you know, it wouldn't be my preference, let's just say, but I'm trying to use it up. So, and it's just a 2-row repeat on the pattern. It's a paid for pattern. Like I said, I bought it, and my instinct is to just put it down because it's just not my thing, but I'm forcing myself to work on it because it's part of the crochet along, and I have till the end of March, and I'd like to get it done within the next couple of weeks so I can just be done with it. But that's number 3 that I joined. Number 3.5, and it's 3.5 because I haven't decided fully. Like I said, I said in the beginning, Kim's Make 9 with the amigurumi books. So that's 3.5 because I haven't decided if I'm going to do it yet. Yeah. So I think I duck again. That's where I am. Yeah. That's about all what I've done. Not a whole lot since then. Not a whole lot for what I'm usually pumping out, but it's just, I just don't have the time. And the motivation. Super tired all the time now, and it's just blah. And I'm thinking it's like that seasonal affective disorder thing, because just I don't like this time of year. Enough moaning and groaning. Oh, I have some Karen cotton cakes, the ripple cakes over there, and that might work for the spring one if I don't get my butt going and go through my hand-dyed stash and find something. Okay, well, I have nothing else to say right now. I have a lot of cleaning up to do that's not going to get done. Let's be honest. That's it. Bye. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta edit, add some stuff. I'm trying to less and less edit, but I find that I do have to go through the video and, you know, watch and cut out and do all that. But anyway, I'm talking too much. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go warm up my tea. See you guys in the replay. Bye. Okay, I forgot one thing. And Minion 2 just got home from school, so you'll probably hear him coming in. But I made my first purchase from AliExpress, and I got amigurumi eyes. But I couldn't tell in the photos what they look like, and when they came, I was very surprised. So is this normal? And I hope I can show it, but you see that? See that shape? So you have the eyes. It looks like normal eyes, but normally it, you know, it domes flat onto the project, but it's got this lifted area. It's very weird. I don't know if I like that because it sticks out. Normally you have that smooth shape. And the other thing is, I put the back on, but it comes out very easily. I'm going to try to put it in facing the other way and see if that works. But yeah, that's, oh, I should have shown you that way. So it's just the eyes with, oh, say hi.
The keyhole on the mailbox is frozen. It will not open.
You're strong, you can
break it. I tried.
Okay, just gonna leave that there. So it's the normal, you get the little back part that you put for the color, but then let me get a regular one to show the difference. Be right back. Okay, so you have, oh, it's gonna fall. You have your regular dome-shaped eyes, see? You stick in the, that's backwards. You stick in the little back flap for whatever color. So this is a glitter one, right? But it's dome-shaped. So it lays nice and flat against the project. But this has, it's like a cupcake. So this lays flat against the project, but you have this rise, and I don't like the way it sticks up. So is this normal for AliExpress? And I got like almost daily updates on the shipping, which is interesting. But is that normal? Or did I just, the pictures aren't clear enough, or maybe did I order it on my phone or the computer? I don't remember, but I didn't realize that that's how it was, and I don't know, and I ordered a whole lot of those. I have another set that's coming. I think they're the regular ones. I hope they're the regular ones and not these. But the thing with this is because it sticks up, I think there's more chance for like little hands to try to grab and pull. So right now she's eyeless because in there somewhere is the back that when I put it on, it only went to like the first groove on here, and you know, I'm like, oh, that's weird, but I didn't give it much thought until I was putting on the eyelashes and this just popped out. So now I gotta go glue this on because she's all done. Oh yeah, I didn't show you this, and it's being blown out because of, there you go. So I had, this is double stranded from the Dollar Tree, Just Yarn, Just Chenille, and it's pink and orange, and then I had a little bit of the green with the pink, and then the blue with the pink, and then I just finished with that. So I haven't done an amigurumi in weeks, I think, so I need a palette cleanser, and I guess I could leave her winking, but this one is not as, it's twisty. It's easily twisty. See, look at that. You can grab onto it. Normally you can't grab onto the eyes. There you go. It's sticking out. And that'll definitely make little fingers like go and try to grab it. So, ooh. Was it you, Kim Crafty Nomad, who melted the back and so it would be more secure? I'm gonna have to try that. Then again, I do most of mine at night, so I'm not gonna have that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But the back's in there, so I'm gonna have to glue this one and make sure it goes to an adult and not a kid. But yeah, that one would come out, yeah, just as easily. Pops right out. Not very secure, so let me know. Is that normal? Oh, you know what? I should just embroider eyes because you can't feel the back in there. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll embroider eyes. Problem solved, except now I'm missing two backs. Anyway. Alright, that is all. Goodbye.